All right. So to kick off, can you please give me a 1 minute summary of your business, organization, or the line of work that you do?
So basically, right now, it's a one-person lifestyle business. From what I've heard, that's an actual category. And what we do is we work directly with people for integrative coaching, purpose-driven and flow-inducing lifestyles, and also consultation for purpose-driven projects and or social entrepreneurship startups.
And who is your target audience, or who do you sell to?
So my target audience would basically be myself, like 2-3 years ago, or something something close to that. The way I like to see it is I'm helping creative and cognitive high performers get out of their own way, reconnect with their purpose, and also helping them find better ways of getting that edge so that they can perform the way they want to perform in a more sustainable, predictable, more achievable way.
And what problem were you trying to solve when you enrolled in Flourish?
What I was trying to solve when I enrolled in Flourish mainly was finding a community, finding someone or a group of people that I could kind of relate to and talk to and explore these things that I was already working on by myself. The way I kind of jokingly say it is, I don't have a me for me whenever I'm kind of doing this work. So being able to have someone there that I know understands the kind of work that I do and the kind of support and feedback that I would need to do my job better is amazing.
That's awesome. And what led you to look for a better way for your problem, maybe as opposed to or comparing to your previous experiences?
So the one thing is I would want to continue growing and developing in my own personal projects and my own kind of growth and personal development and knowing exactly what is out there at the peak of kind of the industry and the work that we're doing. And really a lot of it has to do with accountability, with that actual finding that community that I can connect to, and also being able to know that I'm on the right path, right? And being aware, like, okay, so we're having parallel thinking, parallel kind of goals, and since we're in a similar industry, that means that I must be doing something right. So that was part of it.
You definitely are, Alex. And how long have you been looking for a solution before you found the future of flourishing and the Flourish program in particular?
So yeah, basically it was I started somewhere around 5 years ago that I was in this pursuit for my own personal development, and eventually I stumbled into getting to know Future of Flourishing recently, the past year or so, and was more than excited to start working with them.
Awesome. And so segueing from that, why did you choose to participate in Flourish?
The reason I chose to participate in Flourish was that I had a previous participation in other courses. I had already kind of tipped my toes in the world of peak performance and flow states and the flow research that is happening out there. And this is where I met one of the founders of Future of Flourishing, Claire. And she was the one that was always kind of, she kept in touch. She was a coach in previous program. She went beyond her role back then to kind of help and support me in my growth and my development in this field. And when the opportunity came to work again with her, I just jumped at the chance because I knew that it was something special and something that I could actually count on, that it was coming from a great source and a great heart to do the work that we're going to be doing.
And why did you choose Flourish as opposed to an alternative similar course or program?
I believe that in Flourish, I was continuing to tap into that edge of the research, of the community, of everyone that's kind of doing this work, which is something I like. I like to kind of see exactly how far in the at the peak or the, how can I say this better? It's I really enjoy being a part of something that is at the forefront of the field because it allows me an opportunity to stay ahead of the curve, and bring some of that back and actually be a part of that kind of spearhead in the movement. The reason why I chose them is because I felt that there was going to be a positive community there that I could grow with, and kind of just make this process of my own personal growth and being a part of something special like Future Flourishing interesting.
That's awesome. And in your opinion, what would you say is the main point of difference between Flourish and other well-being or personal development programs out on the market?
The thing that I believe makes a difference is that it's research and science-based. It dives deep into the why of things, and not just kind of the superficial reasons why things are working, but actually kind of understanding it more. I really like that. It's a good community. It's something that I know that people go beyond their roles into actually connecting and helping people thrive and flourish. And I would rather be a part of something small, effective, and filled with potential than something where I'm just going to be another number in like a roster of an assembly line of coaches, if you want to say it kind of that way.
And how has your experience been participating in Flourish?
It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been eye-opening, particularly in kind of just looking at myself and how I do the work and what kind of makes me come alive. It helps, like I said, just kind of turn the camera over onto you and do that kind of deep, insightful work with yourself, and realize what it is to be on the other side of the couch, if you kind of want to look at it that way. And it was fun to be able to connect with so many people from different backgrounds and different fields, different kind of places in what they're doing with their lives, and knowing that I had the opportunity to actually kind of connect with those people that I would probably never have met at another moment in my life if I weren't part of this program.
So what specific results have you achieved so far from Flourish?
What I've achieved so far from Flourish is it gave me more structure. It gave me a better idea of how I can do the work with my clients, and it's more of a systemized way of approaching the work, which I know I needed, so I can actually expand and multiply what I'm doing, and also just for myself to acknowledge and realize that I need, well, that there is value in having community in the work that you do as a provider of these things, and that you also need to do the work for yourself constantly and continuously, because you're always growing and evolving.
I want to touch on something that you mentioned. You said that your experience was, use the words challenging and also eye-opening. Would you be able to elaborate on
that? Challenging and eye-opening. Yes. So challenging because life continues to happen. There's always responsibilities and things and distractions and kind of just falling into your own rituals and behaviors in your day-to-day life that you need to adjust and adapt to be able to fulfill your responsibilities in something new that you value. So and that can mean a challenge because you're asking more of yourself so that you can actually kind of grow and thrive in whatever it is that you're pursuing. And so eye-opening, because within that challenge, you're able to take also like a step back and explore what is working, what isn't, and what are you doing right, and what can you continue to do better. So it forces that lens, like I said, onto you to be aware of your blind spots.
I love how you articulated that. And based on the results that you personally achieved after going through Flourish, would you say that you are happy with it? And did Flourish meet your expectations?
Oh, I'm very happy. I'm hoping to continue to work with Flourish and all the programs and how they develop. So, but yes, I would feel that it would be something that I would want to continue to be a part of.
I'm glad to hear that. And can you think of a single word or a phrase, perhaps, that summarizes your experience in the program and why that word or phrase in particular?
Yes, actually, this is one I've been thinking about since the beginning. So the word that I would use to describe flourishing, the future flourishing program, is synergy. And the reason why I would choose to use that word is because uh, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So we all come to the program with our own flaws, limitations, fears, beliefs, and also strengths and skills and perspectives, and it all just kind of coalesces and combines and expands and becomes something greater than if we were doing it by ourselves.
I love that. That's so beautiful. Wow, I love how you said that. Oh, that just made me so happy. Great word choice. So, if somebody were to call you and ask why they should enroll in Flourish, what would you tell them?
So my clickbait answer would be, why shouldn't you enroll in Flourish? But being a little more seriously is, if you're at a point where you want to push yourself further, where you want to connect to a great community that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to be there for you when you need it. If you really enjoy the diving deep into the science and the whys of something like optimal human performance and personal development, I would then say take on the challenge and do it.
Awesome. And would you say that the investment in Flourish was worthwhile? And
Oh
why?
yeah, it definitely was, and more so because it was something that I was looking for a very long time. I was actually kind of waiting for the moment, like, okay, when I can actually sign up, when is this happening, when is this going to start, when can I be a part of it? So I was already sold on it before it was even offered to me, and I know that just from the connections alone, even in this short period of time that we had to meet each other, like I already got more than I would have expected from it. And so that means that I'm going to still continue to reap the rewards from this investment as kind of the months and years move forward.
I'm glad to hear that, Alex. And what did you love the most about the overall program experience?
What did I love the most? Wow, why do I have to choose? But I do believe that what I really enjoyed the most was the opportunity to have those conversations and that connection with the people that were part of the group. Not just the presentations or the presenters, the speakers, but also the members or the cohort that was part of my experience, and being able to, at one moment in time, have those deep conversations and connections, and realize that even though we come from different parts of the world, there were things that were very parallel to our own experiences, our own desires, and our own kind of wants, and it's fun to be able to connect with people like that.
So true, just to get those plethora of perspectives and viewpoints from everyone all over. Yeah, it's really, really special. And to wrap it up, last question is, what challenges do you see on the horizon for others experiencing the same or a similar problem? And how do you see Flourish helping with that?
Oh, wow. Okay. So the problems that I see coming up in our world, and by that I can pretty much just mean like your life in it. But the problems that I see coming up are that things are going to be moving at a faster pace exponentially, at least for a period of time, and we need to figure out a way of catching up. It's not even moving beyond, but literally just like catching up. So having something like the future of flourishing there to help and that community to kind of um, synergize your efforts and your knowledge, your awareness of all these things, it is definitely a resource that I want to continue to have as this kind of world just kind of changes and shifts around me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alex.